going on, guys? Oh shit, I got a lot of bitch about today. I mean, I even took notes, 2 pages of notes, so you know it's some serious shit tonight. Of course, it's fucking dark and I can't see them, so I didn't think that through. But anyway, hang on, we can do this. Y'all watch The Road, and I gotta read number 1. Number 1. All of you motherfuckers can go fuck yourself. That's not really number 1. But here's my point. I went back last night and I watched that Dennis fucking fiasco, what the fuck ever that was. For one, I gotta say, you know, hindsight's 20/20, I know. But dude, Flex, I wish you would have just, you know, if it would have been me, and I know everybody's different, everybody does their own thing. But the first time Scott Hall muted you, I would have at least said, hey, it's that fucking, he does that shit again, I'm out of here, I'm done. And because he kept doing it, throwing you backstage, I mean, it's fucking, it's cringy as fuck. And it just shows, I mean, the title of that stream was literally a conversation with Mr. Flex. And it was supposed to be Flex and him, just, you know, talking. And even when Flex said that, I'm not here to talk to Scott Hall. I'm not going to say nothing. And then Scott, that's all he done was say all kinds of shit. We got a red light. I got to read my notes. Hang on. Y'all watch The Road to me when it turns green. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Stimulus package. God damn, Dennis. I got to get to that part. Did you hear that shit? That Dennis was giving Flex a stimulus package by showing up on his channel. I thought he was joking at first. You know, 'cause you know how I joke around about shit, you know, talking about how big my channel is and stuff. Of course, y'all know I'm full of shit on that. But Dennis believes that shit. Dennis actually believes that he said that he was doing Flex a favor by showing up on his channel because he usually charges people. And, you know, Trader pushed back on that, and it was that NAB guy that threw off Trader. I seen it finally. And oh my God. And I gotta get this out of the way before I forget, because I cannot forget this one. Scott, you was talking about, you know, imitation, people is flattery or whatever. And I've heard from a few people. I think you thought that I was serious about the council thing. That we were, hey Scott, we don't have tree houses and shit. We ain't got secret handshakes. We don't have none of that. Dude, I'm making fun of your ass. You do understand Dennis redoes his channel every week. Fuck. Even the one yesterday I seen a little bit of, or day before, whenever he done it, it was, he's rebranding his channel again. And well, fuck it, he can do whatever he wants to. But my point is, what you're not thinking about, Scott, you and the council, I've known Dennis, known of him for a few years, right? And that amount of time, that motherfucker changes every week. He changes everything every week. It's like he's going to be a dasher, now he's a gambler, now he's a goddamn, he's all kinds of shit. But here's what you need to remember, Scott. The people that's his council now, I mean, he's had councils, he's had fucking managers, he's had co-owner, goddamn. But it never ends well for him, Scotty. What happens is, they end up, when he rebrands, he's got to get rid of them. Which, goddamn, if Scott Hall is your second, if that's the head of your council, Dennis, rebrand that shit. Rebrand like a motherfucker. Start rebranding now and don't stop till Scott's gone. See, Scott, I was looking on Thunder's video earlier, and he's making all kinds of comments. And see, I would never call somebody out for saying, hey, you know, I don't think this guy was really in the service. You know, I've said that shit about Scott before. I don't know. That's like serve. I don't know. But I do know, you know, most of the shit they say is bullshit. But Scott was like offering this show. You can go read the comments on Thunder's video. They go back and forth a little bit. But, you know, you see, as soon as Scott Hall even questioned Thunder's service, right? Even questioned it. Thunder puts up that video and he shows his picture. What every soldier has. All my nephews has got them, my dad, my uncles, cousins, they all have those. See, Scott wants to talk about his, you know, DD-214, which is a, you know, it's like he, you know, looks on Wikipedia. He or watches like, you know, war movies, and he tries to emulate that. And I'm not saying the guy was never, I don't know. I'm just saying it's awful weird. He keeps saying, you want to see this and that, and Thunder even, you'll see it when he says something about the picture. Instead of saying he's going to show the picture, he makes a little joke about, oh, you're getting nostalgic. I want to pull out the photo album. For one, motherfucker, I mean, you got everything on your phone. You got all those, you know, pictures of your medals and shit. You have that on your phone. You're showing them. You're showing them on your avatars. So why don't you have a picture with you wearing those motherfucking medals? I'm just asking you. You show yourself on camera. You're not a private guy. I don't know. I mean, but again, the shit you say, man, it's like you expect people to, like, give you special I don't know. I guess that's how you get. Did you get to the head of the council by showing your medals, or did you show Dennis something else? Like I said, I'm not getting it. Dennis, the way you seen that dick the other day, that smile on your face, that's how you got there, wasn't it, Scotty? You have to zoom in, Dennis? How bad? Did you have to zoom in really good? That's why Roy's on the council. Dennis is all, that's what Dennis rebranded for. He seen Roy's nutsack. He's like, holy fucking shit. And Roy, I'm getting your ass in a minute. Calling Flex a bitch. Are you kidding me? You're the biggest bitch out here. Fuck it, we'll do this now. Roy, you come up. And I will say one thing. I'm glad I seen that part. I didn't see that till I think I seen that last night. Some of us seen a little bit today. But it made me see what I look like. Like when I would go up on Tracy's panels and go off on Serb. I seen what I look like. Like a fucking jackass. That's what you look like. But at least I had truth on my side. You lied your ass off. You're up there saying, oh, I didn't know Reese was doing that. And again, Roy, yes, you fucking did. Yes, you did. You said, and I have it, yeah, well, first Reese said it. Reese said that he told you that if you give him that strike, he's giving his ass 2 more and I'm taking him down. And your words is, I don't care. You said, go ahead, fuck him. I don't care about his ass. A couple days later, you confirmed the story, saying when Reese told you that, you told him to go ahead and do it. You don't give a fuck. You and Flex ain't friends, so you don't give a fuck what happens to him. So when you lie like that, Roy, that's why, nobody believes shit you say. I mean, you will just say all kinds of shit. That's like you get up there, you start screaming and calling Flex a bitch, Thing about being a bitch, Roy, is you're the fucking one that ran to Team YouTube and fucking Reese to tell on Flex. Who's the bitch, Roy? Who's the bitch? You got so upset that Flex played back. You kept saying, oh, I told him I was done. I said I was done. But yet again, you played them. He played your words from the night before of you sitting in the dark in 3.5 hours holding your one nut in your hand or something. I don't know. You was all grouchy, so maybe you was squeezing it too tight. I don't know. Be careful. You lose that when you're fucked. You're probably unfucked. You'll never get fucked again. I'm sure it's hard to fuck someone with one nut when they see that. But you fuck in the dark, don't you? I would. You could fuck, I ain't helping you out none. Fuck you. But again, Roy, you're so full of shit. I mean, everybody sees it. And even the people like, you had people coming in the comments on Dennis's. You notice it was people that was kind of mad at Flex. You had the usual suspects like fucking Tracy, Jen, Serby, all them fuckers. They're just going to pile on. They don't care that Roy was lying. When, like, everything Roy was saying when he was saying that, oh, I told Flex we wasn't friends. When, again, Roy, I have you admitting that you acted like you were Flex's friend because your people on your channel wanted you to. But you're real talk. You're real talk with Roy, but you literally open admit to being a fake motherfucker. Crazy as hell, ain't it, buddy? I don't know. But anyway, back to you, Dennis. You get Flex up there. Again, Flex should have told you to go fuck yourself and left. As soon as you fucking, if it was me, the first time you muted, I would get a go fuck yourself in, and I'd be gone. Either, I'm sure Scott would try to mute me. Maybe he is. He's like a sniper on YouTube. He's quick on that mute button. But again, Flex, I know, like I said, you was driving around. You had other shit on your mind too. It's hard to concentrate on that shit. But, dude, when he threw you backstage, I thought you had left the first time. I was like, fuck yeah, good. But what happened is he would bring you back. Then, even when Dennis would tell him to stop doing it, he had that little smile on his face and shit. Dude, I'm telling you, that was a no. That's why you don't go on other people's channels. Again, people do what they want to do, and, nobody can tell nobody what to do. But I'm just saying that's why I've done it. I mean, I know I ain't being a hypocrite because I have done it. But it don't end well because they have the control. They can, not only they control it, they can edit it. They can do anything they want to now. It's their fucking channel. It belongs to them. The content belongs to them. But, I mean, think about that. If Dennis was a real person, or, a genuine person, he would have at least told Scott, like, hey, no, get off here. But what it was when Scott got mad and left, he's like, oh my God, Scott's my, Paul Heyman or some shit. Fuck, I don't know. God damn. I don't know, man. But Scott, I give it a couple weeks. Like I said, I've known Dennis for years, known of him. And his channel it's weekly. There has been nobody, like Dennis talking about that he came up there to give Flex a stimulus package. God damn. Councils, stimulus packages, half nut sacks. It's a fucked up place, this YouTube. I don't know. You tell Team YouTube about that. Tell them, you know, ask them if they can help you find your nut, Roy. They got a big outreach. You know, maybe they can put an ad on every channel. Have you seen this nut? But again, Dennis, here's this. You said that you went up there and you gave Flex a stimulus package. You was helping him because he only gets 4 in the box. That's all he gets. So the numbers went up. Dude, you need to go back and look. Even when you was on last night, Flex was outdoing you in numbers. Drama kind of sells. Yeah, if Flex is in there and he's watching a video or something, you know, and it's like not a lot of talking, of course people's going to come and go because there's not much engagement. But Flex knows that he don't give a fuck. He does what he wants to do and he doesn't give a fuck. He admits he's not about the numbers. And he proved it. Back when people was like saying stuff about the drone videos and all that shit, the ghost videos, which I like the ghost videos. The drones are up, but the ghosts are pretty fucking cool. We need to have a ghost night. We need to do that, Flex. Council voted, ghost night. Kid and Scott, go fuck yourself. But people would talk about that, and what would Flex do? They'd be like, oh, I don't go there when he does that. I don't do there when he talks about Eli. He would double down on that shit and do it more just to say fuck you. But again, there is nobody that I know of ever that has had any collaboration or anything to do with Dennis that didn't end bad. Starting with Pedro. Pedro tried to help him. Dennis tried to fuck him over on that. Same way Reese tried to fuck Pedro over. You had several different, you know, Roy and Dennis. They went up there. Roy and Dennis are kind of the same type of people, except Dennis might have both of his nuts. I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't look like he had nuts today. He looked like he's seen that dick. Look like he ain't seen a dick before. He's looking at that like, God damn, that's what a dick looks like. But again, if you want to see a dick, tell Scott to turn his camera on. Boom. There's you a dick. But again, Roy and Dennis, what they'll do is their channel will, you know, get up in numbers a little bit because they start a lot of drama. They go to other channels, they start drama, they pull that audience away. Well, once that audience starts going away and they start losing all their shit, they start going around to other channels again. That's why Roy would like either go to Hector's and Cherry's. He would put himself out there. Like Roy's always saying like, oh yeah, I'm on the lounge every night. They can't keep my name out of their mouth. They can't do this. But yeah, if you remember, Roy was gone for a few weeks. Roy came back, his first video, he's talking about us. The second time he makes his appearance on YouTube, it's on that fucking Dennis thing, you know, calling Flex a bitch. And again, Roy, you know, he's the one that goes tells on people. I think you got that bitch definition wrong there, Roy. But again, then later he's up on, you know, I don't know if it's Tracy Serbs, I don't know. But that's all Roy does. He puts himself everywhere, then wonders why people talks about him. Roy, I mean, nobody gives a fuck about you. If you wasn't such a goddamn dickhead, a pussy fucking bitch that sits there and all you do is like, you start shit, then you run and tell on people, then you expect people to, oh my God, what are they talking about me? Yeah, when you do shit, this kind of shit you do to people, Roy, it tends to get talked about. You take down the lounge, then sit there and try to justify it by saying, oh, I said I was done with the drama. I gave them a warning. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You weren't, even if you had a 2 or 3 hour stream and you said it, you know, like out of anger one time that nobody heard. There's a, on YouTube, when you strike somebody, I don't know this for sure, but I've heard this, and a lot of people have said it, that I guess there's a warning. You can give them a warning, like you got so long to take this down, or if not, I'm going to strike you. Why didn't Roy do that? Because Roy also says, and goddamn Roy, anytime you start off any statement by saying, me and hot facts, me and hot facts, do you hear yourself? Jesus fucking Christ. If I ever say me and if I ever say me and Reese or me and hot facts, and I'm being serious about it, I want you all to block me, fucking unsub, go to Team U. I don't give a fuck. I would rather walk in circles with Eli than to team up with fucking Reese. I don't know, that's a 50-50. Kind of like Roy's nutsack 50. But again, Roy, you guys will go everywhere and start shit to try to pull an audience, but you lose it. Because again, see, a lot of people thought Roy was like this. Roy had a time when he was pulling in 60, you know, around there in the, you know, but it was Dennis's people, and it was because Dennis is one of those people, he goes around and starts shit. He will come in the lounge, he'll go at Cobra, he will start talking to the, you know, women and saying nasty fucking shit, weird shit. And he's always doing stuff, you know, to get shit going. Then people come on his channel and he'll like argue about it, he'll do all this. Then if finally something happens that goes too far, he's going to rebrand again. Roy's the same way. But see, once they get those numbers, they like to sit there and brag about it and talk about it. But when the numbers go away, they go back out fishing again. But again, Pedro, Roy, Eli, all of them, anybody that's had any fucking thing to do with Dennis, it's ended badly. Even his counsels, or whatever the fuck Christina was, everybody that's been Dennis's number 2 or whatever, it's ended badly. I mean, look what happened to Christina. That's when Dennis, I mean, she had all of Dennis's stuff. I mean, she was controlling his shit. And, you know, he was going to rebrand. She's got to go. Same thing with you, Scott. Same thing that got Christina going is what's going to get you going. All, you know, Christina's, everybody's biggest gripe about her was she would block people, she would mute them, she would, kick them off the channel. People got tired of that shit. If you're going to have a drama-based channel, you got to let fucking people talk. I mean, when she done that, that's what really hurt her. And that's what Scott's doing now. I mean, hell, the council must not have no goddamn worth because all the other people on the council was literally telling you to stop doing it. And you kept doing it. So I guess the council is a fucking joke anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. You and Dennis, you belong together. Dennis, again, you got this delusion. I mean, you got delusions of grandeur. That's what you have. You really think that... See, here's the thing, Dennis. You're a fucking nobody on YouTube. You are a fucking nobody. And when I say that, you might say, well, look at you. Yes, I'm a less nobody on you. I'm less than you. I'm less than you. But you don't hear me sitting there acting like I'm going to charge people for this. Oh, I'm going there to help out channels. Hell, I could brag. Think about Tracy's. I went up there and all that shit happened. Everybody in Discord, hell, she went from like 3 or 4 people to 10. But it wasn't because of me. It was because of the drama. It was because I was there, and it was fucking, 2 or 3 in the morning? I think it pulled up to 14 at one time. And that was just because of the drama. It had nothing to do with me. Anybody could have went up there and done that. So Dennis, don't sit there and think you're this fucking... I mean, again, dude, I don't even mean to say I'm mean about this, but you're broke as fuck. You have nothing. You own nothing. And you're going to sit there and talk about your fucking success? Are you fucking kidding me? And telling Flex, people like Flex, think about Flex is, look at his channel from the start. Except for a few assholes here and there, everybody that knows Flex still likes and respects Flex. Your channel is a mass turnaround every fucking month. It's ridiculous. And you got to see that. But, I mean, what it is, you got a couple of yes men, like Scott. I mean, Scott, you're a fucking joke, man. I swear. Again, I knew better. I did. But like I said, I mean, I'm not blaming nobody because I really did. I thought you was a harmless troll. I thought you just like to talk shit and keep shit going. But, come to find out, we know what you are. I actually seen it about 3 days before that because you would come in there, you would poke at Torp, you would poke at Cobra, you would try to get shit going. You were just one of them people that, nothing good comes out of fucking with you. Same with Dennis, so you guys are meant to be together. Hell, you all kind of fucking look alike. It's fucking amazing. I don't know. And Dennis, you up there talking about people's looks. Get the fuck out of here. You better shut the fuck up. Dude, see, you talking about smoke. You don't want this smoke. I'm going to cook them and I'm going to... Dennis, you ain't cooking shit, motherfucker. You ain't going to do a goddamn thing. What the fuck are you going to do? But sit and cry like the bitch you are. You and Roy, you need to go on a fucking... maybe start a channel trying to find Roy's missing nut or something. Maybe people will watch that. Maybe they'll stick around for it. I don't know. But you got to do something, buddy, because, I mean, you sitting there thinking like you're this fucking big... Again, you admit it. You say you're about the numbers. You say you're about the money. So why in the fuck would you let a guy named... Think about this too there, Dennis. A guy named Nab. Think about that. N-A-B. Nab. He bans Trader. I mean, don't ban him, but he kicks him off the panel. They're muting him. Trader, no matter what you think in the gig space... I mean, he's not a fucking Mr. Beast. Trader's not like huge on YouTube, but in this space, he is one of the biggest. He can go live and just sit in his car and get a couple hundred people in there. You got to start all kinds of bullshit, Dennis, and go around fucking with people. And you're going to say, well, look at you. Yeah, I admit that shit. I love fucking with people. But I don't lie. I don't, go low. I don't go malicious. I don't go real life. And I don't ever say nothing or accuse. Like I said, the soldier thing. I wouldn't say Scott wasn't a soldier. I wouldn't say Serb wasn't in the Navy. I don't know. I do know Serb's a pathological liar. I know Scott's a fucking pussy-ass bitch. But that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say shit I don't know. I know Roy is a fucking crybaby motherfucker. That no crybaby ride share, I mean, you should have took the no out of that and just put crybaby Roy, and you'd be fucking honest. And I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if people are going to listen to your ass. Every stream starts the same. Him saying, how was your day? How was your day? I mean, it's the same fucking thing over and over. I mean, god damn. At least I bitch about all. Hell, my squirrel moments are better than yours, man. You just sit up there and whine and cry and bitch and like lie your ass off. I mean, Roy knows what he said. He knows it's on a public platform. He knows it's YouTube. So you think he would know not to lie. Because all that's going to do is, people's got the proof, Roy. They got it. Then the warning thing, like, I showed you the transcript. Dude, it don't matter if you showed 1,000 things, you said it in a video, you know, hidden somewhere in a 3-hour stream. Unless Flex heard the warning, then you did it to where Flex would have heard it. You didn't warn Flex. You didn't warn Flex. You just said it. Same thing you was saying, like the Reese thing, you and Hot Facts. You said that you warned everybody. You said this on Dennis's. You said you warned everybody. You said I told anybody. I said not just Flex. I even said if it was Reese, I would. Well, Roy, why ain't you give him strikes? You go to Reese's channel right fucking now. He's got videos calling you racist. He's got shit calling you a thief. He's got all kinds of shit. Where's his strikes at, Roy? See, your words mean shit. You sat there and literally said that on Dennis's with Flex up there. You told Dennis that you told everybody. You warned everybody. Then you gave Reese as an example. But you forget, Reese has a ton of shit up on you on his channel. All of it negative. All of it. It's fucking amazing. You guys are fake as fuck. I swear to God. Let's see what else I got on my goddamn notes here. Wait a minute. Fuck, I forgot to even use these goddamn things. I'm getting there, Thunder. You just got to give me, it's a process. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I think I hit some of this stuff myself. Yeah, don't read and drive. I'm not. This is AI. I'm not really driving and reading. Yeah, that's another good one. Trader literally, when Flex, you should have listened when Trader told you that, when he said, like, dude, what are you doing? You know, you're on a hostile panel. You're not going to get nowhere on this. You're what? I mean, dude, it was like the odds were stacked against you on that shit. There was no winning on there, and dude, I mean, I'm telling you, it's the second time he viewed you should have said get fucked and went on. But again, you know, everybody does their own shit. Yeah, Nab. Think about that. The guy who bans Trader, his name is Nab. If you take Nab and spin, you know, you turn it around and spell it backwards, what's that spell? Ban. The motherfucker's name backwards is Ban. He probably banned. Think about it. This dude's probably a professional banner. And no one's paying Dennis a goddamn thing. That's true. Fuck these notes. You know what? I don't need no goddamn notes right now. I'm going to do one of these at home one day, and I'm really going to burn your ass up, Scotty and Dennis, but this right here, I don't need it. But, you know, again, I can't wait until something happens. And it won't be long, because like I said, you go back and look at Scott Hall. It started out he didn't like, you know, or not like, he's on, like 1 week he's this side, 1 week he's the next. Next week he's head of the goddamn council. And again, if Scott fucking Hall is the head of your council, Jesus Christ. And Scott, don't ever think when we're joking about that we're fucking serious. If I was at a channel and they were saying we're starting a council and we're going to do blood oaths and shit, I'm unsubbing. I'm not coming back. So, I mean, I thought you was like a logical person. I mean, the way I was talking in that video yesterday, you really thought I was serious? Are you fucking kidding me? That's even like Roy's missing nut. See, technically, I don't think he has a missing nut. I think what he said was, the true story's even worse. I guess he scratched his nuts in a bacteria. I mean, I don't know if he was scratching his nuts like a fucking cougar or something, like, you know, scratching the fuck out of them. I mean, how bad was your nuts itching that you had to put your hand down your fucking pants? I don't even want to know. Fuck it, I don't know. But anyway, I guess the doctor put his nuts back together wrong. The doctor was probably playing that operation game, and I don't know what was. I don't know. I guess if I was a doctor and I'd done that, and you know, that's probably a long surgery. I wouldn't go back either. I'd be like, no. This is the way it was when you came in here. I bet you Roy's got pictures of his nuts. He's probably sent. God only knows with Roy. I don't know. But again, I can't believe we're down to the point where we're giving attention to somebody like Scott fucking Hall. That little motherfucker, he is whacking off to this shit. He loves this. I mean, no, he's a, you know, no matter what he says, he's talking about his channels, and I'm not going at him because, again, I'm a small channel. But the point of it is, I don't come out here and like lie. And that's one thing about when we say sides. Again, I hate to say that, but when we say sides, you don't see us switching back and forth. You don't see us one week going there. You know, I said earlier, I was telling somebody, I don't give a fuck. If I got mad at Flex and Thunder, I don't give a fuck what they done to me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. There is zero chance that I would jump on a panel with fucking Roy or Reese or like Dennis when he's attacked anybody and use them to go at him, knowing that those fuckers have said shit about me. I mean, you're bringing yourself down to that level. And you can go on, hell, the lounge now, the second lounge. See, that's another one. Roy said something like, you know, oh, Flex, you know, he had to go run into a bunch of other channels and tell him I took your channel down. You went and running like a bitch. Roy, he had to go run into other channels. You know why? He couldn't go to his own channel. You took the motherfucker down, you stupid motherfucker. What you done was you took his channel away. He didn't run nowhere. And the Tammy thing, I've said that many times. That was kind of the same as the Dennis thing. See, when you got a bunch of people who don't know the whole story and you're up there trying to justify it and tell each other, you know, there's no sense in that. We knew what happened. We you know, we can do it on our own. We don't need, like the Dennis thing. We don't need to go up there and let Dennis fucking control the narrative and give him fucking views from that shit. Fuck him. I mean, I don't know. But again, Roy, you sit there and talk about, you know, Flex running to other channels to tell him about you doing that. But yet you ran to YouTube to tell on him. You ran to Reese to ask Reese how to, you know, strike somebody. At least you knew who the person to go to on that, because if you was watching Thunders, was that last night we done that? Last night, not before, what the fuck every day it is. You'll notice Reese came in there with a bunch of sock accounts talking about striking Thunder. He's going to strike Red. I mean, goddamn. Reese's whole channel is himself admitting that he is the gig news. He talks about other channels, and he, you know, he shows clips. He does all kinds of shit. And he'll say fair use, but, you know, when other people does the same exact shit to him and it's fair use, all of a sudden it's a bad thing. Same with Roy. Roy thinks he can say anything, say what he wants, show what he wants, and it's fine. But if somebody does it to him, oh, no, that's a bad thing. It's crazy. But, again, Roy, you know, you went and told. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe a grown man that was talking drama. Again, if Flex was like doing that and, you know, he was taking your videos where you had never mentioned nothing about drama or him. I mean, again, you were talking about us, Roy, and you were saying that for 3.5 hours. If you had been doing streams about coloring and Flex was just going in there and fucking with you and you said, hey, Flex, stop this shit, or I'm going to, then it'd be a little bit different. But when you're all about the drama and that's all you're doing is keeping the drama going and letting people in your chat. Because again, I'll use Eric for an example here. See, Roy's first stream back, I've not seen all of it, but I do know what I've seen of it. It was about drama. And he would use the comments to do it. He would act like, oh, I don't care. But he would read those comments out loud, then elaborate on them, then make it look like he don't care, oh, because he don't want to look like that. But now I'll use Eric. See, Eric, when somebody starts talking about drama on there, Eric will literally say of someone in the comments, he doesn't read the comment out loud. He doesn't elaborate. He'll be like, hey, no, I don't want to talk about that. No drama. And he drops it. He fucking drops it. So when Eric says he doesn't like the drama, he don't want to talk about the drama, at least his actions show that. You're the opposite, Roy. You'll read the comment, elaborate, then kind of say stuff. That way you can be like, oh, it's not me talking about it. It was somebody in my chat. But again, if you really didn't want the drama, Roy, why don't you fucking block the people that's all they do is talk about it? That's all they do is talk about the drama. Because again, if you hadn't have been doing the shit you done, Flex would have never put you... See, you brought that up too about the N-word thing, like Flex is going around. Now that'd be Tracy. I've heard more about you saying the N-word from Tracy than I have ever heard from Flex. And the thing about it is, you keep forgetting that Flex wouldn't have that clip unless you done it. Now you said you was sorry and everything, but the context and what happened, Roy, the way you done that, it wasn't like you dropped, the R. You was, I don't know. But again, you bring that up and always throw that in his face, but it's Tracy is the one who's telling everybody about that. She's the one that does it. You're the one that said it, but somehow, because Tracy tells everybody you done it, and you said it, it's Flex's fault that he has a video of you saying that. You don't apologize for saying you done it on Flex's stream, and he had to like take his stream and redo his stream because you fucked up and said a word. Now you're mad at Flex because Tracy's going around telling everybody that, or you're trying to do that. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. But again, it's just, this Dennis shit's ridiculous. I mean, Torp's, see, Torp, you think Dennis is fun to fuck with, but he's really not. I swear to God. Dude, you talk about me and Serb, Dennis is worse. Dennis, once you start kind of getting Dennis a little bit, he'll cry and he'll whine and talk about then he'll switch his channel and say, no more drama, none. We're not doing that no more. I'm going back to this channel. I'm going back to this kind of channel. And it's his channel again. He can do what the fuck he wants. But I mean, goddamn, he's a waste of fucking air. And Dennis, like I said, I don't even know you that well. I'm not saying anything negative about you. Everything I said is the fucking truth. Everything I've said about you, it's still on your fucking channel. People can see it for themselves. 2 days ago, your video again was titled, right after the Flex thing, you're talking about that. You're talking about rebranding again. I don't know. Did you all hear about us talking about having a monarchy and you're going to try to do that? I don't know. Can't steal the monarchy ideal. Ain't doing it. If you do, though, I mean, Roy could be your jester. Scott could be your... Fuck, I don't know. Scott should be the guy like you practice your swords on. Just let him stand there and see how sharp the sword is. I'm kidding. Kind of. But again, them kind of people, they're not worth the time. And I know, I'm not judging anybody, because I have no room to talk about that, because I'm one of the worst people for like hearing somebody say something and either typing in the chat or going up on a panel. But when somebody's mutiny and shit, man, Flex, you should have told him to go fuck himself and went on. Dude, you're better than those people. It doesn't matter about your channel. I mean, your character, the person you are, you're better. That's like, the Scott Hall and Thunder thing. There is zero comparison in Scott Hall and Thunder. No matter what Scott does, says, anything, Thunder's still, a million times better person. It's got nothing to do with what Thunder has, what Flex has, what they have, what they don't have. It's the character of the person. Same about Torp. Torp likes the drama. He likes to talk drama. But he doesn't go low. He doesn't do, stupid shit. I mean, shit, Dennis let a guy literally make him look like a pea. I don't know what you can say on YouTube and camp, because you got to watch out these days. You got these little bitches will fucking, strike you. Roy's probably on the phone, Team YouTube right now. We got to take Jada down. He's talking about my nuts. YouTube's probably like, yeah, we heard about your one nut. Can we see those bad boys? Or bad boy? I don't know. But again, we shouldn't even give them, people like them, Flex, you got a channel, right? Thunder, you guys do lives. But Flex, you got the lounge. You're live every night. You would have been better off just to talk about it on your channel, because you control it there. Jesus Christ. What I learned from that was I would never go on a Dennis fucking panel to ever hash out anything, because Dennis doesn't care. Dennis has to sit back and let other men talk for him. That was literally, like I said again, that was a conversation with Mr. Flex was the title. And all Dennis does was let other people talk for him. It's crazy. Now, see, some people might bring up the Marcus thing, because I've heard some people say that before. That's a entirely different thing. That wasn't a Flex and Marcus one-on-one. The only reason I even went up there that day is because, see, you had like, from the Cherry and Hector side, you had them trying to, rile up Marcus, get him mad at Flex. You had people trying to tell Flex stuff about Marcus. So when they both went up there, like Marcus come in hot as fuck. Then Flex was getting a little, so I went up there just to try to point out the facts. You know, like, hey, no, you guys are arguing. What you're arguing about, it's not even, you know, it's fabricated shit. They're trying to make you guys mad at each other. And I didn't go up there and attack Marcus. I didn't go up there and mute Marcus. I didn't go up there and do any of that shit. I mean, Flex wasn't allowed it. He'd been like, no, Mark. But all I did was point that out. Then they talked and had a cordial conversation. I mean, like I said, Marcus come in hot as fuck because he thought Flex had said all this stuff and all this stuff was happening, and you know, and it didn't happen. And once they talked it out, they were fine. I mean, hell, y'all know Marcus. Marcus, you know, hell, he's a big boy. He don't need nobody's fucking. He ain't gonna back down for nobody. I wasn't up there to, you know, Flex wasn't attacking Marcus. I wasn't. It wasn't both of us together. But that's what they done to Flex. They got him up there, and they, you know, all of them. They just kept saying. I mean, they would mute him. They would, you know, like that one dude. What the fuck was his name? But he would stop them. They would be in the middle of a conversation, and he would stop them and say something like, "Is that you streaming on Twitch, Dennis? Is that?" I mean, ruin the whole fucking conversation to bring that shit up. Then he would bring up stuff like, what did he say? Like, every time something would say, he's like, well, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know about that. I don't know. I go, yeah, you don't know, so shut the fuck up and get off the panel. Why the fuck are you up there? You're not helping nothing. You're making everything worse. You're fucking up the conversation. All you're doing is saying, you know, oh, I don't know. Hell, ain't nobody gonna, if you want to fucking know, go look. And ain't no one gonna stop and explain the whole goddamn thing to you. I mean, a lot of the time was wasted fucking with people like that. Again, that should have been Dennis and Flex talking it out. And as soon as Scott came up there, which Flex did say, I'm not here to talk to Scott. Scott did say, oh, I'm not going to say nothing. So the first time Scott started talking, I would have said something. Scott would have muted. I said, one more time, I'm out. Then after that, I would have told Scott to get fucked, and I would have left and told Dennis to take Scott right up his fucking ass. But after that, I'd have been done. But again, people do their own things. And the hindsight is, I guarantee you, Flex now looks back on that. I bet you he sees it a little different. Because like Dennis, think about this again. That was a stream about somebody saying something about Dennis, right? And, you know, not protecting people that come up on your panel. You don't show them respect. But yet, Dennis was bringing everybody up. Go to the part where he brought Roy up. He kind of teases it by saying, so if I brought Roy up and Roy was doing, you know, he went off and all this, but then you can watch him. Then he's like smiling. He brings up, he knows what's going to happen. Then Roy comes in, bitch. And like I said, I can't say nothing. I've done the same thing. But now at least I know I look like a fucking idiot. Thanks to Roy. I should thank you for that, Roy. Now I know not to ever do that again because I look like a fucking idiot when I do that. Which I knew that. And that's why I don't watch that shit. I don't watch. I try my best not to watch none of that shit live. That way I don't put myself out there. We'll probably have to do another video later because I got notes and I forgot about it being dark. I need to hire fucking somebody to sit in the back seat and read me the notes. That's what I need. Maybe if I was delusional like Dennis and thought I was YouTube famous and I could afford that, I would say it. But see, again, I'm joking. Because hell, I can't even afford to put nobody back there because the extra weight would use more gas. Fuck that. I'm doing that. But anyway, all of you pussy ass bitches that call people bitches, you go fuck yourself. Scott, goddamn, get a life. You're going you're fucking with Thunder, saying shit to him when Thunder is, I mean, again, I'm not wanting to, you know, I'm not comparing people and this ain't, I'm just saying, I ain't talking about monetarily or anything. I'm saying Thunder is your better in every level of life. He's a good person. He's not a fucking, again, we don't go back and forth every other day. We don't sit there on one side and then flip to the other. That's you fake fucks. So don't ever, you know, go at Thunder thinking you're going to compare himself. And Dennis, don't ever go at Flex and act like, because Dennis, even if you had a channel with 500,000 subs dude, they're there to fuck with you. Again, people in your chat is mostly trolls fucking with you. You finally get tired of it and you'll switch your stuff. But again, Flex, his is not like that. People who come to the lounge, they come there because they like Flex. They know Flex is a good person. That's why they come to the lounge. People go to your channel to fuck with you. People go to your channel to see the drama because that's all you fucking are. You're Eli without the furry mic. I mean, instead of a furry mic, you got the fucking dumbass Scott, I guess. I don't know. You gotta strap him on your face. I don't see how that works out. I bet Scott would give you a Hummer if you ask. Tell him you're going to put him to #2 on the council, and I bet you he would do anything. At least a hand job, I guarantee you that. What do you think, Scott? again, you know, dude, you could give a hand job daily, blow jobs in the morning, hand jobs in the evening. I still, nobody, I don't give a fuck. There's no, see, there's shit people do there's no coming back from. And you've reached that level, Scotty. So go fuck yourself too, buddy. And again, you know, Flex, you got your own platform. You don't need to go up on them motherfuckers and let them control the narrative. I mean, that's when they got the mute button, and Dennis wasn't doing it. Like I said, Dennis didn't do anything but, you know, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It's like he wasn't even there. Flex, you was there getting attacked by his fucking counsel. Jesus fucking Christ. Motherfucker really thinks he's got a counsel. I don't even know what else to say about this. Anyway, I'm gonna go read my notes later, and probably, because I don't think I talked about anything I wanted to fucking talk about. See, Thunder, you should have reminded me at dark. I should have shot this at daylight. I don't know. Maybe I need to counsel myself. Y'all go fuck yourselves. I'm serious. I mean, does giving Scott Hall the attention. See, he's like a Blaze. He's like everybody else. He will never stop. As long as he's getting somebody to talk about him, he's never going to fucking stop, because he that's all he's got. He's got to be controversial and abrasive just to get anybody to fuck with him. You see what I'm saying? Same with Serb. Serb's got to lie his ass off to get any attention. Which, I mean, like I've always said, Serb didn't have to do that to get people to like him, but to get it, you know, it's cringy as fuck. But anyway, the rest of y'all have a good one. All you motherfuckers that think, you know, most of y'all motherfuckers go fuck yourselves. That's what I'll say. The rest of y'all have a good one.